Okay. Today was going to be a break so I could work on things, but then the panic attack hit and the hernia hit. And you can only go and deal with so much. So we're gonna play this. This I poked at it a bit offline. There's actually mods I was going to add based on my initial bit, but I haven't. Which actually means a bunch of those mods aren't going to get added because the bulk of the mods I was adding were to enable me to create my Gobbo as my character. And if I'm going to start this on the stream, I'm not going to be recreating my character, so we're not going to be Gobboing. So those are gone. I might add some of the others. Mainly, the main one I'm thinking of is a mod that my friend Seika has had on her server. I don't think I'm going to have the problem she has with... Oh gosh, I'm having trouble getting comfortable in my chair today. I'm going to be standing up and down and up and down and up and down. Yay, Sintage Vori. Wait. There's no 4 here. And only a limited amount of sin. Ooh, okay, there we go. My hernia was not happy with how I was sitting, so I had to move it around. My back's okay. It's just tough to find a good position. But yeah, there's a mod I might add if it gets annoying that, like, lets you just click and hold, and it automates the voxel crafting. My friend Seika uses that mod because it avoids carpal tunnel for her. But I think I'm still interested in that system, so I'm going to try to avoid it. Which means we're going in modless. I cleared out the vanilla world I made. There's no going back now. We've done this before. Let's come up with a name. Sunny Adventure World. Serene Cave World. Awesome Village Lands. Gloomy Village Valley. Creepy Kingdom Tales. No vor here na. I'm going to show these again. I'm not going to change any of this. I'm going to click Customize to show. Survival, Infinite Lives, Temperate Climate. I am actually interested in going to warm or hot. I've seen videos, and those just look like they're going to be, like, aesthetically my vibe. But everyone talks about how important winter is. So I'm going to stick here, even though I kind of really want to just go hot. Because look at that. 28 to 32 Celsius. Isn't that heaven? I think that sounds like heaven. 50 block random respawn radius. Sure. Monster spawn right away. I don't like it, but sure. I'm gonna take the death punishment. I want to go keep inventory, and I think if I keep playing this and end up restarting for any reason, I'll do that just for less frustration. But how long in real world time the dropped items remain before being despawned? 10 minutes. It's probably fine. I'm gonna world seed this. I'm gonna world seed it with there will be for actually with a K. Something's going to eat me. Let's be real. So we got 8 hours per month with seasons. So We'll see how that goes. True winters are enabled. Cold temperatures damage crops, reduce animal spawn, and reduce meat. Sand and gravel have block gravity. I'm interested in these options. I've seen people playing with cave-ins, and it seems like there's some fun things as far as making, kind of forcing you to do somewhat realistic mines to avoid cave-ins. Allowing falling blocks and fire spread. Important. Fire from lightning. It's off by default, so we'll allow that. Underground farming, off by default. So we won't be farming underground. Prevent liquid source transport. That's off. So apparently buckets can create water sources. That's probably a convenience. Player HP 15. That's easy death. We're squishy. Normal regen and hunger. Normal lung capacity. Normal body temperature hardiness. This is actual barb, by the by. If it's below that, I start to get I have problems. Normal walk speed. This is barb, actually. Normal hostility and swim speeds and everything. Actually, I was advised to turn this on, so I will. Apparently just makes it easier to know where you're going on your world map. These will keep normal. This is all going to be normal. Realistic climate, normal land cover. No multiplayer stuff, so it doesn't matter, but we're going to still have it. So, no vor here. Nuh-uh. On seed, there will be vor, actually. There is lore and such. I'm not going to worry about it too much. I really just want to experience this like kind of like it's Minecraft and I'm 20 again. Part of me doing this is when I raided into Null a couple days ago, she ended up playing Minecraft because of technical issues. We're going to goblin as much as we can. So we're going to go pine needle skin. We're going to go like a sort of hazel-ish eye color burgundy. I want the Iroquois there. And the curly ponytail. I want smirk. Two-piece. So, raha. There we are. All of these irritate me. I'm gonna go low because low doesn't actually bother me as much. But like, if you ever go watch my Mario challenge, you'll notice I had a lot of trouble on Mario 2 with just like random panic attacks and stress, and I realized that it was a tone in the background music, and then I just muted the audio for myself, and suddenly I just got like 1,000 times better at the game. These voices all have that like same tone that for some reason makes my brain go, God, I get bad. So there we go. We have a gobbo. So I want to be commoner for default. You think accordion and harmonica set to misophonia the least? Yeah. Oh, harmonica low is so okay. Low harmonica. This is going to make me slightly dysphoric, but I would rather be dysphoric than misophonic. Let's be real. So yeah, commoner is nothing, but also the rest of these have cute starting outfits. I really like Blackguard's starting outfit. I am not going to do it because Ravenous seems like a terrible idea, but I do like that. I like Clockmaker's outfit too, but frail. I'm just going to trust that eventually I can get a better outfit than this. Also, hi, Seika! I'm responding to you. I didn't say hi. Hello, welcome to Barb's finally doing Vintage Story. And we, as usual, spawn somewhere that seems unstable. So we're going to get out of here. I don't know if I can nap with sandstone or not, but I'm going to grab it. I can always throw it away later. Yay. Let's get out of here. Pop some branches. I know, I have tested offline, so I do know the early game. Yay, you can stream again! I told Blue Sky I would be going live for 4 hours. If I actually go live for 4 hours, we'll find out. But, you know, let me know when you're going to stream, and I will consider raiding into you. Because when I stream in the morning, there isn't really anyone to raid into after. Like, if I go early, I can raid into Tekatoke and such. Who, I wish Tekatoke was playing games right now. Because the whole not speaking Japanese makes following the art streams a little tough when he does them. But his gameplay is fun to watch. Yay. Okay. But, yeah, you're fun to raid into. Okay, can I actually nap? I can nap Stanzone. Yay. I noticed that, yeah. Like, my my time I was doing before I became unemployed, I had maybe like 10 or so people who would come in and watch when I streamed. And then my EU5 streams the last few days when I started at like 6 in the morning, I got all the Europeans coming in. So, number one, my view source is dramatically varied, which I like. And two, I'm getting like at least 20 viewers, which is great. Not as much chatting as I'd like, but it's fun. I like people chatting. OMG. Here I will build my home. Onions aren't grown yet, but there's onions. I have a map. Let me put a little thing here. Plants. That's not, nope, we're not fruit treeing. This is onion. To come back and get this onion. 13 days until the first temporal storm. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I need to get my model working again. Which also means migrating it over to my new computer. I have a lot of things I need to do. Hernia makes it hard. I'm still using the same one. Okay. So, is this a good idea? No, but I like this lake. I like these little islands. So if it's temporally stable, I think I'm gonna set up my house around here. At least to start. I can always build it out. I like water. I've grown to love water. I'm gonna move these though, because it's my house. This is a little hilly. I wasn't seeing movement, was I? No, I was just an illusion. Okay. Where around here do I want my house? Because is this going to be a dirt hovel at first? Yeah. Okay, see, there's trees near-ish, so I can get to them. Here, this is where I'll build my house, up on the top of this hill. I like elevated. I like fence. Okay. Yeah, I was considering that because napping seemed irritating. I'm not I think I'm going to get bored of napping, and I'll ask you what that mod is eventually, but for now, I find napping interesting, so... No, I can't actually nap with these. Well then, why do I have them? This is too soft to be used for napping. Get out of here. Maybe that's something that can be requested from the mod maker. I don't know. I don't know how it works. But yeah. Mostly I don't want to be on your server because, like, I don't know how often I'm going to want to play, and I want to be able to have the server be off in between so I don't just feel like all my progress in agriculture disappears. So I have a knife for the grass. I'm going to get axe so I can ask some trees a question. And they can give me their production logs. Someone once derogatorily called me extremely Reddit, and Cassie said, yes, that's accurate. And I was very grr, but also, yes, that is very accurate. Oof. That's unfortunate. I might start a server when I know what I'm doing better. Or we can, like, server together. I just want to be able to get a hang. I want to, number one, get a hang of what I'm doing as an individual in the game without the server environment. And then two, I want to, I want to run the sort of main story here without the anxiety of my food disappearing. I'm going to gather all the grass up here. I probably don't need to carry it, so I'm going to probably bale it up and shove it in a corner. That's something I learned when I was testing offline. I wanted to get, like, basic sense of the game before I went in and started, because I was getting overwhelmed with trying to figure out everything and keep my situational awareness and talk to chat. But I figured that out. You can do this. And this I like. Well, let's get one more piece of grass so I can just... This. I also need to look for food. I'm getting hungry. We need 2 per. I forgot. Oh. 1, 2, 3... Also, glad you're out of hospital. Swap the server's world for the session. I mean, that's a possibility too. I don't know. I don't know how all this stuff works. I just know for now I want to play solo, just get the hang of everything. There we go. We have some grass. So that's going to be out of our terror. I'm going to pile my sticks over here too. I don't need to bring them. And then this stuff I don't need to bring with me, so I'll put it down. We just have a little place on top of a hill. I'm going to go get some wood. I don't want to live in a dirt hovel, so I'm going to... But first I need firewood. Yay! Free of stitches. And I can understand being addicted to games. I was expecting to, like, just waste some time on Monday with EU5 and not actually continue. And then the Macrom game was just so compelling, and it still is super compelling. I did look, like, some resources. Like, there's a guy I got recommended where are the best capital locations in each region in the Middle East in EU5? And I'm like, oh, well, what does he have to say about Persia? And his answer about Persia is Persia sucks. And I'm like, yeah, I agree. Good to know that there isn't a good location for me to put my capital in the region that my entire goal is to completely unify. But that's a future problem, future part problem. I need to keep my eye open because we could encounter pigs or wolves or bears once I get near trees. I was actually playing offline while I was recovering from hernia pain. And that's why I ended up streaming, was I was just like, I feel like I should be streaming. I've hit the point where I understand enough that I'm not going to, like, panic attack from being overwhelmed in the first, like, day or two. So that's a sign to do it. Yeah. There's lots of things to stream. You have... The value you have is you have a fun voice to listen to, and I hear noise. Okay. Ah! I knew there was something nearby. Where's this thing? Where are you? What's attacking me? You. I don't want you near me. Go away. There. Whatever this is, I've destroyed it. I knew I heard something. Also, oh my god, I'm nearly dead. Aw. I remember when that happened. You were really sad for so long. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know it takes forever to have that happen, though. I remember COVID and everyone dying during COVID, and that sucked so much. And it's a little awkward that, like, now all of my friends are at least 10 years younger than me. So I feel awkward, but also, I don't know, I feel like I've managed to dodge a problem that a lot of people my age, a lot of people have had, where you kind of go, oh, I don't need to be involved in what these kids do. Yeah. Okay. I should probably just get dirt to do this house, but yeah, exactly. You don't expect that sort of thing. More food. Back. I'm a little bit more callous about death than I think a lot of people are, just because I grew up around it. Okay, I'm not gonna have all of you up here. We're gonna move you over here. I'm gonna want you eventually, but for now, I just want you not on top. I'm gonna start the house. It's gonna be a little block, which actually will need dirt, but I'm gonna try and ground my dirt. Like, I don't want to build big dirt shacks. They are miserable, which is maybe suboptimal. I should probably be saving all this wood. I'm going to at least make a little hut up here. I want to be up. I want to be high. I want to be high up. I want to have good views around me. Underground home. Understandable. Oh, pine seed. I'll put this over here. It's not going to grow easy, but that's fine. Let's see. This is a good 5x5 area. So that means I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 for one floor. I am going to end up just doing dirt for higher levels, I think. I want to at least have the foundation of my walls be logs. I'm going to feel more secure, even if it doesn't matter. It matters to me. I'm going to grab my grass, bring it back here. There we go. This is absolutely a waste this early. I'll do a dirt roof. Doot. Actually. Woohoo! This should give me like a night's worth of fire. For later. Wonderful. Firewood. I've got my nice little hut. I'm gonna go gather dirt for the roof, though. Gonna need it. I do not have good fertility around here, which means I'm gonna, when I have my initial setup, going to be wanting to run around looking for some better fertility soil. That's the words I'm looking for. But we're gonna finish out the initial hidey hole, and we'll add on to it over time. Do I want things to grow on top of it? I think number one, I have no reason to keep my hay inside, so I will not. It's windy. That wind is spooky. I'm going to put one more layer on my wall just so I'm not as claustrophobic. And I'll go ahead and let things grow on top. It's fine. Here we go. It's already getting to be dark. Or is that a storm coming in? That feels like a storm. What way is the sun going? Down. It is getting dark. Okay. I'm gonna go grab a bunch of cattails. And their roots, I think. I want to have access to those to cook and eat. Yeah, that's probably enough. Well, I'm hurt, so I should grab a couple more roots. Keep my eyes out for horsetails, too. I haven't actually gone and built the house before I gathered my cattails before, so I actually feel shockingly safer. Like, I have everything I need, I think. to get through this first night. And I can make these while I'm doing it. I don't have any clay. I would have liked to be able to form clay, but I will have a initial little house, which is pretty good. How many cattails do I need? I need 2 for 10 per. So 40. There's 20. Really, 20 is probably enough to start. I can make these on the fly. I go off exploring, so I'm not going to worry too much. Fishy. We have fish in that lake. That's beautiful. Maybe I'll make a trap overnight if I have the resources. Drop it down there to catch some fish. I think tomorrow's goal is going to be this is a temporary thing. I just want to replant the bush. Okay. So I can have some food, extra food. Words. We're here. It's nighttime. Actually, don't know if this of the grassy things will burn. So I'm gonna stack them out there. Why not? Darn it, I need them. I only need a little bit of it. Okay. So get my grass back. Let's start getting some things lit up. Need to get stick grass. I am so full up on everything. Aha! We have fire. How do I place this down on a down? Eugenics. I have heard that that exists. I should put these in there to start roasting. Should also put that in there to keep it alive during the night. I'm gonna eat these, get them out of my inventory. What is mutagenics? I've heard about it, but I haven't, like, heard about it, if that makes sense. I don't know what all is going on there. We don't have enough for 3. I'm gonna pile up some extras there. Okay. And Control-Shift, put it on the ground. Thank you. Don't need to carry you. Don't need to carry you. Perform eugenics with cats to get the ultimate cat. That sounds problematic in a not super fun way. I can nap over here. Okay. Well, I've got some food. That's good. I don't have good food, but I have some food. Okay. Longer nights. I like this little warm, cozy vibe. I don't like that I have this random birch wall, but that's fine. I like that I'm safe. Safety and security are important. Should mark home. This is home. Home. Green for Gabo. There we go. There's something in the south that I can investigate. Which way is south? No, facing south. Lake is north. Good. South-facing homes are good. My goal tomorrow, then. What is my goal tomorrow? Better food. These are not very nutritious. More firewood. More nappable stone. So those are the main things I need. I also want to keep an eye out for decent soil. That's right, trap. Fish trap. I'm just looking at this. Is this what I'm looking at? Pirate's chest. Reed chest. Oh, hello. If I got plenty of cattails, I can just make a chest. Okay, this is there like a basket that I can, or a thing for storing? I remember there being stuff I can store things in. We have plenty of time at night to read this stuff because it's dark. I should maybe do it in this direction so I can see the light. Pottery, pots, gold, molds. Guides. You like the Stone Age part more? I like the metals. Like, I know that it's kind of counter to what you said, but I do really like the way that the metal crafting and smelting, like what I've seen of it, seems really fun. Cob. What's cob? Grass. That's neat. They have daub. They have daub. OMG. Seika, did you know that this game had daub? I saw the cob, I'm like, do they have daub? And they do have daub. I can understand. Yeah. I think it really does seem like once you get out of the initial Stone Age and your survival is settled, you're in project mode. Yeah. Okay. So if I get my knife and I get sticks, I can make wattle fences. And then I can apply daub, and that will give me types of wattle and daub as blocks to build with. I don't think that's going to be tomorrow. gonna carry these. Well, that I'm out of light. I'm not gonna do this tomorrow. Tomorrow I do want to explore, look for more food. You, I don't think I'm gonna need to bring with me, so I will leave you on the ground here by the fireplace. Bring the shovel. When it gets light out, we're gonna go. I'm gonna find a couple more grass, shove this into another chunk there, just so I have my grass present for when I need it in the future. Wait, how many cattails do I need for a chest? 3, 6, 9, 18, 21, 24. Way more than 7. So right now we're waiting for the sun to come out. So we can go, and we're going to go south. We're going to check out those woods. We're going to check out beyond. I'm going to look for another rock. So I think I will bring sticks. Because I don't know whether or not... I'm going to get sticks. And I'll probably have to throw things away at some point on this outing. Can I still leave a bunch of them in a block? No. I remember on your server I was able to do that. I don't know if that was a mod you had. Let me, like, line up piles of blocks on the floor. Keep wanting to do that. Which is, again, why part of the reason why I'm trying to do this solo is... that way I just know what is and isn't modded when I come out through, and I can appreciate whatever mods are there. I'm gonna probably just pile all this somewhere in the corner when I get up. Yeah, it's a mod I'll probably want. That was very convenient. But I'll just pile this there. I'm gonna go get a bunch of wood, get a few stones, just kind of explore. Look for food, like that onion I saw. I should probably go get. Oh, that's clever. People implementing things later. Stuff early. So, I don't know if I said it. Part of the reason I put my stack of hay here is it means that my window doesn't have a direct line of sight. It's out there. So it's going to be harder for anything trying to snipe me to shoot me. Because that thing that I don't like, the bow torn, was shooting at me earlier. And I didn't like it. So that's why I put that there. I'm a little concerned that I'm going to come back to something living in my house. But that's just going to be a risk I have to take because I don't have any ways to... Well, I actually get torches. Grass and stick. I don't have an active fire. I can make some torches. You'll be in my house making hot chocolate. That does mean if I come back and there's any monsters in my house, I'm going to name them Seika, and I'm going to refer to them as Seikas for the rest of the game until I forget. And then I'll be mad at you that they attacked me instead of giving me hot chocolate. I am not going to be able to light off of you, am I? No. Oh, that's fine. What's even getting colder? It's like getting dimmer. I didn't realize it got dim. Gosh. I don't know how many stacks of firewood I would need to keep that going during the night, but I need to make some firewood. And then eventually, I think, now that I know there's Wattle and Daub, I'm probably going to tear this whole thing down and build it in Wattle and Daub. Because Wattle and Daub is just like the medieval vibe to me. So that seems really cool. There's Waddle and Daub in the game. And there's sand down there, and I assume that the Daub is all a similar vibe. So a dirt, a sand, a clay, and a grass. Whatever sand, and then like whatever sand and clay I get is probably gonna set the color. Give me something for all this crappy low fertility soil. I could probably have built my little shack a little bit further away from where I want. Well, maybe I'll actually just build my actual house a little bit further down towards the woods. At least I've almost healed up from the bow torn. There's some beeping going on outside. Someone's having a shouting match with the bus. I don't think they're gonna win. I have a nagging feeling that in human versus bus wins. God, how long is night? I want to go out. I want to go explore. Is there a way to, like, chill? Sit. Settings. Controls. Sit down. G. OMG, I can sit. Yay. Is there a third person? That's not what I was looking for. First, third, or overhead is F5. Look. We're here in the darkness. Aha. I'm here. I have made my way into this. So I want to look towards my fire. Enjoy your stream. It's very dark. But there we go. Now I can yap at you, and you can see a face. And by you, I mean everyone who isn't Seika, because Seika's going to start a stream. Goblin grows hungry. Unfortunately, I ate all of the food I had on hand. That's unfortunate. There's some lovely stars in the distance. You can see them. Can't see them in the second person. But I bet if I come over here and then sit down. Yep, we can see them. Out my window. Red and gorgeous. They're an omen, an arrow pointing the way. In that direction I will find the soil I seek and the food I yearn for. I'm gonna pin that on my map so I always know which way is home. You know what? I am facing this way. Just zoom. I'm gonna put a little star. Red star points the way. We're gonna pin that. so that we can see. 'Cause that's they'll be set by the time we go. We might have to leave sooner than I'd like. If it keeps getting hunger. Is there a way to check the weather? Control V. Coordinates and thing. I've heard that there's like a thing that lets you see what the weather is. And that people use this weather mod that I might get. And they go, oh, well, you can just look and see it in something something. But I didn't pay attention to what the something something was. And I kind of want to know what the weather is. Time switch? No. That's it. That's HUD. That's POV. That's map. That's the coordinate. Thick block. X sounds actually really important for changing things on the fly. I want creative mode. Is it Control F3? Is that what they're looking at? Well, that's interesting. Doesn't actually tell me things. None of that seems particularly important. I don't know, it's... Maybe they were thinking of a mod, too. It's getting so dark so late. You know what? I'm going to put a couple of these back here in case of trouble. So I don't, like, lose everything if I perish. I'm only going to bring 3 sticks to replace my tools in case I perish. We're going to go. It's dark, but I'm hungry. I'm pretty sure there's something along the way that I can eat. We're going to make our way in the direction of the star. It's a little tough to see, but I trust. I trust the red star will lead me. To something I can eat at least. Please. Look at this tree. We need some tree. I hope that doesn't reset things when I accidentally move like that. I think the sun's coming up. Excellent. Well, I didn't get enough to finish. The sun's coming up. There's some almond mushrooms. I trust that you're edible. It seems they are. Found some stick. Sandstone. I can't nap sandstone. I need food, so that's what we're looking for. We're also looking for stone, because I need to replace my axe. Nappable stone. Sandstone. Not so nappable. I think we're good on sticks for the time being. Okay. Red star sent us in this direction. We're already here. Okay, the world map is smaller than I thought it was. But they sent us this way. There's a field of sandstone gravel. We don't need this waypoint anymore. So from here, look away from our house and go this way. Flint. That's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Well, I guess I have a hoe head now. I have a hoe head now, not super useful. Seika started streaming. I'm sorry, Seika. I don't want to stop yet, so I'm not going to. Oh, this is beautiful. I like this. And this feels like it's a healing area, and I like healing areas. The wind is strong. Okay, I know I set my home there, but I might just relocate it here, because this is beautiful. There's no food, though. Sand. I think it's sand for Waddle and Daub. We're in a sandstorm. We're in a legit sandstorm. OMG. And there's an oasis. Okay, this is my home. I found you. Assuming you're stable. Ideally, you have food. Please say there's some food near this oasis. Woad. Currents. The gods have been my salvation. Still low fertility. Tool. What is tool? Thatch. Okay. So tool is thatch. We can make thatch roofs with this. We can make Waddle and Daub and thatch roofs. Yes. Okay. I don't think it's going to be today because we're in the hunt for food and soil probably, but okay, we're going to come over here. This is nice. This is a hole in the ground that I find very dangerous. Red. Death hole. Just to warn me. There's a death hole there. Still haven't found any good nappable stones. Sandstone is not. I may have to go a long way to find nappable stones that aren't flint. And this is not enough food. but it's something. I do have that onion I can go pick up. We have dwarf fuzz, whatever that is. Oh gosh. I'm liking, now that I kind of know what's going on, this game is a lot less stress. What are you? Driftwood. The other lake had fish in it, though. Well, I think we're going to just have to roam further than I might otherwise in a different game. Peridotite? Don't know what that... Don't remember what that is from geology. I know that I did know once because one of my friends was impressed that I memorized all my rocks in geology class and I didn't get anything wrong. And that was my practical exam, and part of how I made my practical exam work in that class was licking the rock. Because I'm like, oh. Because the instructions say all 5 senses, and that includes taste. And so I was able to tell which one was the salt, because it tasted. The halite tasted like salt. I don't remember what peridotite is. I just remember that I used to know. But it's been a long time since... Okay, we got some rain. These are cute little mountains. I don't want to, like, live in them, but I want to be able to see them, so... That little sandy desert is probably a very nice spot. Still, no food, and that's problematic. Starvation is not conducive to a happy life. I don't suppose I can catch you with my bare hand. I'm gonna get you. I should not drown. Yay! I've beaten up a fish. That was not worth the effort. Oh my god, I think I spent more satiation grabbing that. Better if cooked, better if boiled, but... Oh. Black currants. Oh, beloved. I'm going to put things I don't need back in the basket. I can eat my food while I'm out. Okay. So we have more tool. This, so we got that one. I have room. I'm going to bring the bush back with me to the oasis. Where did I put that bush? I'm not going to be here in 9 days, so I'm going to bring these bushes back with me to plant near the... I'm only going to carry the one type for now. Rye. Okay, I have some rye. I'm gonna take that. Do we have good... No, the soil here is garbage. White currants. Well, I'm not going to say no to it. And then these are empty in 9 days. I'm going to take them back with me. They won't give me food right away, but I'm going to have them at hand. And I think I'm going to plant them in that desert. I do want to kind of set up my actual base in that... Like, I thought I wanted by that lake, but no, I like the open deserty area. The lake is going to be my temporary hut. We're still looking for nappable stone. Which you might be? It seems you are. Peridotite. You are. I can't do a lot of napping with you, but I can do some. And some is a new axe. Haha. New axe get. That's what I need. Okay. I might start heading back soon. Where's my area? Yeah, I'm gonna be full up. I've got some turnips. Flint Hoe Head, go away. I said go away, Flint Hoe Head. I want the turnips. Turnips are more important to me. There's more turnips here. I'm gonna mark them on my map. Having a map that I can mark things on, important. So you are... wild turnips. I haven't found clay. I'm gonna need clay for daubing. I haven't found good dirt yet. And then there's cranberry bushes. Where's that wild cranberry bush? There. I'm just replanting that here. I can grab things. Okay. Got currants, got sticks. Thatch I don't need. Lets me carry the cranberry bush, which means I can carry these other cranberry bushes. So let's head back towards this area. We'll plant the bushes in the spot I want to be in. And then we'll go back to our shack. You stay away from me. I should not have picked that fight, I don't think. Well, now they know who's boss. Oh. Correction. Now I know who's boss. Oh my gosh. I got wrecked by the little fox. Need to go get all my crap back. But, okay. Moral of the story, don't pick a fight with the foxes. Someone's working upstairs again. Bunk, bunk. Ugh. Flint. Yes, I'm going to grab flint. I'm not going to grab anything else on my way back, but I had flint on me. I'm going to go grab flint while I'm there. Just following the way to my body. I want to build the Wattle and Daub house. I want to build it in that little oasis. I'm going to go plant things in the oasis and mark the oasis as like a secondary home. It is much easier to get through this little thing there than it is here. There's another cave. There's another cave. Let me get above it. Whoa! That gave me a little panic attack. This is a cave. I use that. Cave entrance. There we go. That scared the crap out of me. Walked on some gravel and above the cave, and it just collapsed. Okay. Okay, here we are. Here's the flat desert. A ways away from the oasis. The oasis is a little over there. Still, this feels comfy. So that's probably where I'll build up. It's a lot flatter, easier to work with. These bushes are a little annoying, but bushes can move. No, this isn't the oasis. This is the end of that area. Okay. I went a ways in my hunt for goodies. There's a storm coming in. I don't want to get struck by lightning. Give me my things and let me go back towards the desert area. Don't bother me, foxies. I'm sorry. Here's my stuff. Okay. And I have cranberry bush on me, so I can grab all these cranberry bushes. Okay. Back towards the hidey hole we go. Ooh, that was significantly less bad than I thought it was going to be. Yay. Okay. Where is the oasis? Not fond of the lightning. This is the oasis. I guess is actually just like the biome changing. That's fine. We will eventually set ourselves up near to here, so I will take a moment. Grab a bunch of grass. And just create a couple of rows of bushes. There we go. That's not perfect, but it's fine. Get rid of you. Okay. So now... What I could probably start outlining a little house in this area. So I can move all my things over here. Yeah, let's do that. It's all low fertility, which is meh, but it's fine. I like the sandstone rock floor, so that'll do for now. Okay, do we have a good like entry area? Yeah. So the thing about the houses I like to build, it's been ages since I played the other game, but what I like to do with these, 1, 2, 3. I have a bunch of cranberries. Let's munch on. One of the things I like to do in the other game is I like my starter house to turn into the entryway into my proper house. Which is why I was like, ooh, I'll build on this hill. And then I found this oasis in the desert, which I like more. Not like a proper desert, but like I like the sand. Gives me room to work. So that means I'm going to build kind of around this. That's going to be my front door. I'll probably put a chest there. There we go. Can I shift walk? Yes, okay. I'm gonna run out before very long, but it's gonna be fine. Not actually, probably, but it's fine. Like, good enough. It's good enough. And then, for you... I'm going to just shove some of you in the corner. Can I just, like, mass? No. Okay. New home. There we go. Map. Home for real. Okay. Right. Need to pin you. So what we'll do is we'll move things. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go grab everything and move it down here. And where's the sun? I don't know. That's concerning. We have this thing. Don't know what that is. I'll explore it later. It's getting a little loud. The music is. I can't tell if it's too loud on my stream. I hope one of the people watching will let me know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move things over, and then I don't want to raid Seika, so don't leave. Get in here. I'll raid Seika with everything. Gosh, I wish I could make a nice Isle of Flint. Hey bunnies, I'm not super interested in you. Gonna need protein at some point, but I don't like it. Okay, like eating bunnies. Makes me feel bad. Okay, let's grab what we can from here. Tear it down. Grab what we can. Get rid of you. We'll see how long it takes for this to break. I can always make another. I have lots of sticks. Yeah, I have lots of sticks. And I have plenty of stones. So let's make another shovel. Oh, I can bring all this to work on my little house. The oasis. And this isn't gonna collapse the wall, is it? Something I am glad it doesn't do in every circumstance except for right now. Gosh, I really want to find some clay so I can make a pot and make some soup. Let's bring all this back to the place I'm actually going to set it up. This will probably all turn into firewood. TPQH. It's okay, we have plenty of trees in the vicinity. Okay. So this is gone. Delete it. Let's go grab the onions, because we're in the area. And then start making our way. Do I have space for onion? I do not. If anything, I'm willing to just ditch. Fix TPQH. We can get more sticks super easy, so I'm fine with ditching sticks. Also grass, TBH. I'm going to keep it here, but I'm not going to worry about it. It's going to go away. I hear the things. I don't like to hear the sound of the things. Go away. I don't like the sounds that I'm hearing over there. We're gonna hope that they aren't hunting us. It's off on, like, the right side. I don't hear them anymore. Also, I don't think I need this anymore. I'm gonna give the fox a nice wide berth. It killed me. Okay. Got everything. We're going to that lovely little oasis in the desert. Hopefully I get fewer of those clicking noise ribcage jerks. I know they're called boathorn. That doesn't mean I like them. And since I don't like them and I don't respect them, I'm not going to call them by their name. They're not trans people. They don't deserve to be called by their name by default. If they want me to call them boathorn, they need to make fewer creepy noises. There it is. There's new home. Meow. There's not much soil in this area. We're going to use it to make our little initial hut. That's all garbage soil, so we can replace it later when we find something that doesn't suck. I just like this little area. I like how much flatter it is. I like how it's got a view of the forest and the mountains in each direction. Now, what I have done is left my straw sitting somewhere else, which is slightly frustrating. But I can pick up some grass that I threw over here. Presumably. Apparently, not so much. I'll put these torches on the wall so I can grab it. And this will let me produce a fire pit in the corner. Let's start by chopping these pine logs. That should be enough to get started. On, start up the fire. Okay. There you can go in here. I'm gonna put some onions to cook. While I put my firewood over in this corner. Rye seeds. I have another rye seeds. Okay, question. Can I just... No. Okay. Well, we're gonna start growing in miserable soil here because that's all we've got. Nope. I don't know where I'm gonna put these. Thought I could put like multiple, but I can't. So that's gonna be slightly annoying. Just gonna put some around as best I can for now. If anything I can stack. Yeah, firewood, which I need more of. So let's just process all this. We can get more wood. There we go. We can't cook the onions directly. Can't cook the turnips directly. So... One, two, three. Thank you. That there. Gonna cook the torch because we need to cook the torch. Okay. And now I can light the torches. And put that into my other hand. I can eat some turnips. I can eat some onions. And pile up more firewood. We don't need that to be on. I can pile the cattails in a corner somewhere. I can put the seeds on the ground. And you can just go live somewhere. You'll probably despawn. And then the rest of this I just have on hand. This is Vintage Story. It's basically somebody went, I want Minecraft modded, but like from the base. So they remade it from the base up. It has a complicated nutrition system. It's very easy to die. Crafting, well, I can actually show you. I just lost my axe when I was chopping firewood, so I need to make a new axe head. So I've got some flint, throw it down, nap some new axe. And then there's a temperature, so I need to, by winter, be able to survive winter. Also, food decays, so I'll need to find a way to handle that. Do I have sticks in home anywhere? No, I ditched them because I thought I can get rid of them without a problem. I have no idea what rift activity is right now, and I don't have a spear. So, but this is dangerous. Oh no, these are my bushes. I don't want to disrupt my bushes. They will give me cranberries. I hope it's not a scam. So a lot of those are scams in the sense that like they're kind of bullshit. But they're not like trying to steal your information. Ranchy. Excellent. I hope it's real though. But yeah, they're gonna do like training and interview prep and such, but like the hard part is finding the job openings, so exactly. So yeah, like it's not gonna be a scam, but like if you are confident in your ability to do an interview, it's not gonna give you anything. If you know how to write a resume, it's not gonna give you anything. My last company paid for one of those, and my entire time I'm doing this, I'm just like, this is such a waste of time if you have half a mind. I love this torch. I can see at night. Okay, that's woad. I'm looking for sticks. I maybe should have not thrown all my sticks away earlier. I say knowing that I'm going to be full of sticks as soon as I go hunting for more wood. Yeah. We're still in what's called Stone Age tech tier. So it's all about napping stone and trying not to die. My major shortages right now are quality soil and food. Because I've eaten all my turnips. I've eaten all of my stuff. Oh, well, I'm not going. There's no distraction. I'm not really hunting anywhere. I don't want to wander too far from my house at night. Because, like, the big distinguishing factors for this game from Minecraft, which I think there's a... No. It's a command. Does something. Well, I don't know it. But somewhere there's a thing that's like, this is not Minecraft. But there's that grass I threw away because I didn't want it in my inventory. I don't have enough to make a hay bale. I could get enough to make a hay bale. Let's get enough to make a hay bale so I can put that somewhere. Thunderstorm. Okay, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Just so I can have my grass stored and not in my inventory. B. Go be a hay bale. Okay. So yeah, I'm not really going anywhere. So there's no distraction. You're just kind of giving me something to do other than keep oh, you're out of place. Keep mistaking my bushes. Flower in 9 days, weather permitting. And then probably I think another 9 days after that, they'll give me cranberries, which the entire supply of bushes there is probably going to give me like 1 day's food. I need to find clay. That's what I need to find. I need to find clay and soil that isn't garbage. I can bring the not garbage soil back, put it next to the water, and plant some of the seeds that I found. But really I need clay so I can make bowls, and then with my bowls I can have soup. Should not be wasting my saturation like this. Because doing things eats your food, and again, food is hard to come by. You can't just break some grass and have food. Like, I don't have the stuff I need to grind my stuff. I come back into my little hut. You can see I have various piles of rye grain, which is fresh for 89 more days. I can eat it raw if I need to, but it's like, I don't know, what was the saturation on that? 60? Yeah, no. I need a quern to grind it, and I need an oven to bake it. If I can grind it into flour, mix the flour with water, I can bake it into bread, and that's better. But that's a while. I might just end up eating the raw stuff. But yeah, I have some seeds. Some more rye. Some onions, some turnips. Actual tree. Requires fertile ground. There we go. Yeah, my soil is so bad I can't even like properly grow things. Okay. So did I put oh, that's right. I have a torch already, so it's gonna stack it. I'm refreshing my torches because they will burn out eventually. You tell me how long it is until you burn out. Or is that a mod Sega had? I think it's a mod. But they'll burn out eventually, and then I'll have to relight them. So picking them up like fixes that. Just like my fire pit burned out. I need clay. So what I'm going to do, find a place to pile my sticks. Not right by my fire. That seems like a terrible idea. You I don't need in here. There's nothing wrong with my hay getting wet. That's full up. Can I do that other thing? Where I make a proper pile of you. Not more than a couple times. Not more than once. Okay. A The layer of sticks, I think, means I can put this outside, too. Yeah. Like that's gonna lit things on top of my house. There we go. Inventory management is a nightmare. I need more reeds. I don't have enough. I need like 20 of them to make a basket, and then that's like my first chest. You know what? I don't want things to come into my house while I'm out, so... Is this what am I good? Let's bring a couple sticks. 3. We're gonna go hunting for clay, because I need clay. So... I haven't seen any signs of clay, I don't think. That looks salty. So we're just gonna head vaguely southward. Make sure that my home is pinned. Yes. We're gonna look for food and clay. We're already kind of starving. Food, clay, good soil. That's all we're looking for. We have everything else we need back at the house. We have thule to make thatch for thatched roofs. We have sand and crappy soil to make... That's 2 parts of the stuff we need to make daub. We have access to wood and sticks to make wattle, so we can make our house wattle and daub later. We are just looking for better fertility soil. Red wine cap, are you edible? Not very. I'm not gonna take all of them, because... Yeah, these are just 80 sat. And I don't have the way to make soup, so I'll leave them there to grow. We'll grab more flint. Always good to have flint. So far, peridotite seems snappable with periodite, but I can't really do a lot with it. I think I also want to start... I also want to, if I see copper or tin or something, make note of where it is. But that's medium grass on low fertility soil. I'm not gonna do that. Also, I hope you're not hiding because you felt like you were distracting from the hunt for soil. There is no distraction from the hunt from soil. Speaking of, medium fertility is not high fertility, but we're gonna go get some. And honestly, I think I'm gonna turn right around and go back with this and start a batch growing. I'm not gonna be so greedy as to demand high fertility soil. Oh, cattails. Harvest these cattails. Oh, this has been a lovely trip. I think I will get the mod, though, that tells me what my weather and rift activity are, because I don't know how to check those, and I'd like to know. What's a water crowfoot? Is it edible? Is it edible? Does not seem like it is edible. So, back to home we go. We don't need to run. The rain put out my torch. No, the rain didn't put out my torch. My water put out my torch. That's okay. The weather isn't terrible. Grab more of these cattails. Maybe I can make a basket to put all my seeds in. My flax. Though my seeds are going to be gone soon. And then once I have a stable supply of food, we're going to be looking for... That's the end of my knife. That's fine. We can make a new one. I think this is enough to make the basket. I think it'll be enough with what I have at home. Oh. Yeah, when I have a stable supply of food, I am intending to... Well, not intending. I'll need to dig a cellar so that my food doesn't rot as fast. That's the sort of thing that makes this exciting. Well, I'm hungry. Oh no. Um... Well, that's the last of our food eaten. I hope this is enough to make the thing. Yes! Okay, we have an actual basket. Okay. You. Take my stinking things. And these logs I don't need. Low fertility soil I don't need. Actually, give me those back. There we go. And let's lay out this soil so that we can start growing some of our stuff that we've gotten so that we can, you know... One, two, three, four, 5, 6. We need that hoe head. Need more food. Because maybe I should be looking for more food before I do this, but I want to not forget. Okay, there's some food at least. And the rest of this soil. Just get it around here for future use. Not really even trying to get any particular vibe. Okay. I don't have anywhere to put it. In the house. Put that. I don't have enough on me. Okay. Don't need any of these tools. We'll need a new knife and a spear. Let's get a knife real quick. As I start to starve again. We need to go tear up a bunch of cattails. Come on, cattails, where are you? Any sort of food, come on. I'm a starving hunter-gatherer. I will take anything. I'll take the last of these red wine caps. Sorry. Thought maybe I would preserve you for the future, but actually a couple more of these might let me live long enough to find other food. Okay. Because it'll be a while until that food grows. Cattails. And make more basket out of cattails, and I can steal the roots, which is what I'm going to do. These cattail roots are going to be roasted on my fire at home. So we found the soil, now we need to find... Well, we need to fill up our food bar. And then we need to go find clay. Because I need storage bins, I need pots. We're going to head back this other way towards home, around the mountain the other side, the hill the other side. Hill, mountain, let's call it a mountain. We do make it very hard to accidentally kill these roots. But I think there's plenty of cattails in the vicinity that I can get at. I hope 10 is going to be enough. I don't want to grab more. Because I do need cattails in the future. Also should put away my torch. It's daytime, I don't need it. Okay, we're looking for clay. Any form of clay. We're looking for foods. Field mushroom, I think you are edible. Better in a soup, but I don't have a pot, so I can't make a soup. Clay. Those are ores. Those are ores. I don't have picks, so I don't have any use there. Flax. Not needed short term. I will go with the little flax. Let me know that it's there. That's how we make fabric. But it's going to need to grow. It's a whole little cave down here. I'm not going caving. There's not going to be food in caves. Quartz. Oh, hello. Here's my little ore. Lots of goodies in that corner. And flint. Parsley. An empty currant bush. Food is running low. I should be heading home to cook these so I get a little bit more nutrition out of them. Turnips. Currants. Soil. It is the hunt for soil. Sahil was right. Carrots. Of course you are. Yeah. It's not just... It's not just... soil. I also need things that grow in the soil. Those carrots aren't grown yet, so I can't harvest them. Otherwise, I'd be eating a carrot. But they're going to be better for soup. Everything will be better with soup, which means everything will be better when I find some sort of clay. But I think I need to roast these cattail roots so that I can have a full belly when I go out that way. I'm not running because running takes more saturation. These are just flowers in the sand. They're not going to have food. It'll be useful to have these flowers nearby when I find bees and I'm ready to do bees, because bees give honey and wax lets you seal like little jars of soup so that they stay good for longer, and then you can bury them in your cellar and have have soup in your winter. Okay, this is lots of flint. That's good. That'll give me tools. Okay, you can see the oasis, which is not a really proper name for it, but it's what I'm calling it. Tool. This is thatch, so we can make thatched roofs when we're in the mood for that. Our house is going to be, if I get all the stuff I want, wattle and daub with a thatch roof. Sandstone. Useless to me. It's too soft to nap. 7 days. That's not one of my bushes. These are my bushes. 8 days. Weather permitting. So a month. A whole day is like an hour. It's been like 2 days. These are gonna grow. I don't know. We're gonna be hearing the accordion noise for a bit because I need to get the fire going again. Start it roasting. Okay. Come on. One of you get cooked so I can steal you and eat you. Lose less health and we stop listening to the angry noise of my belly. And then we can sit down. Actually, we can sit down now. Wait for these to cook. Okay. Now we can at least sit down and chit-chat while we wait for things to cook. Whee! Have my little mohawk and my ponytail. My fire starter in the corner in case my torches all go out. Okay. Well, now we're just waiting for them to get cooked. May as well sit outside enjoy the weather. Hit that button twice so that we can see the character enjoying the weather while the fire cooks everything. The wind comes in strong from the west in this little place. I like that. Lots and lots of pine trees, which is good because I like how pine wood looks. There's promise in the field here. This little area. We can turn this entire sort of zone into a nice house. Thinking design-wise, what we're going to need. When we find clay, we're going to need to have a spot for firing clay bricks. And TBH, that's going to be in front of us, where all these bushes are. Like, we have this sand, we can just clear this sand out. Clear these leaves out. And make our fire pits. To bake our clay. I'm going to clear this out because we're going to need all these sticks. Give me something to do while I'm waiting. Also, I got a bunch of these. Another 3 inventory slots. Let's go. Because you start the game only with your hotbar. You have to craft bags and baskets to add more to your inventory. We need probably the rest of this firewood to finish cooking the rhizomes. Gonna make another layer of sticks. I think those are just a convenient way to store sticks. Can't pick them up though, so you have to break them and remake them, which is a little annoying. Can I stack layers of sticks? Not like that. No. They just look nicer, I think, than a pile of sticks. They're kind of like a little floor area. I can pretend I sleep on it. At least until I make a proper bed. And then I have a couple sticks in the corner. So yay. Spot to sit in. There we go. I was in the wall, that's why it was having trouble flipping. Don't need that to be on, so I can put these back in the firewood. Okay. Actually, just in case, I'm gonna leave some of these here. I will bring these sticks. Okay. Bye, house. We're back on the quest for food and soil. In particular, any sort of clay. Oh, hello. Bushes. Back to our little corner. I keep my bushes over here for the future. Yay. Fruit. That was lucky find. That's going to give us so much more longevity. I think today we're going to be limited by daylight more than anything. Because I'm carrying a torch. That's not even really a problem. So we're looking for clay. We're always looking for flint. We're looking for clay. Oh gosh, you know what I don't have that I should have? A spear. I was saying that earlier and I forgot to make one. If I run into trouble, I'm going to want a spear. This knife is not going to do it. Okay. Peace of mind. So we don't need the medium fertility soil. If we see high fertility, that's good. But mostly we're looking for always more flint. We're looking for clay. And we're looking for food. Especially harvestable, replantable food that I can take the seeds back and plant and eat now. Not going to be as good as soup, but that's what we want the clay for. So let's see. Clay found. This is red clay. Let's get a shovel made with the last of our sticks and get a bunch of clay. Napping is... When I first read about and looked at what this napping system is, I went, oh, that looks like a pain in the ass. And now that I do it, it's like really satisfying. But if it ever becomes unsatisfying, I know from Seika that there is a mod that eliminates having to actually do it. Because you physically can't. Yay! So... we're finding clay. That is what we need. Soon we'll be firing clay, which is going to eat way more sticks than we have. It's going to burn through our firewood. It's going to need so much grass. I think one more gives us what we need. Yeah. Sorry, you two. I don't really want to have... I'm going to just start a couple of these and then get rid of it. Actually, no. That's probably unwise. Well, it's fine. Yeah, because I forgot. You're going to need a lot of clay, so I'm going to get like 2 stacks. Those are kind of lost, but they'll sit there until I find them in the future. And I can change what mode they're in. Yeah, that's probably enough for now. Get more grass, because we are going to need so much grass. Lightning, don't strike me, please. Lightning will strike you through your house. I have no way to prevent it presently, and it, like, just kills you. I got struck by lightning in my test game. Fortunately, start fire is off with the lightning, so the lightning won't strike me yet. need so much of this. That's probably enough to bake our first things. But we don't have any soup, anything to put in the soup, so let's go find some stuff to put in the soup. I see trees. Trees can theoretically mean wolves and bears, which I run away from, but I want to be able to poke them before I run away. Ripe currants. Let's go. I don't know if I can make a soup out of it, so I'm going to hold off on eating them yet. Because if I can soup them, I want to soup them. Don't need that. And TBH, don't need you in my bar. And you, I don't need at all. Get out of here. Eat the rest of the roots. Clear that out of my inventory. We're almost healed up. Okay, we have a wood. This is the dangerous... See, part of the reason I liked the area out there is it's away from the woods, which means it's away from the thing. Or stale. I can make healing poultices. An eye towards where the danger will be. Horsetail poultice. It's not grass. It's cattails. No, I need cattails. That's fine. I have it. I was just hoping I'd be able to make one now. That would take as many as I need. Sorry, Horsetail, but you are coming with me. Not edible, but I can make healing items, which is good. What have we got here? Fly agaric. Sahil, you don't happen to know if these are poisonous or not? I'm going to bring one just in case they aren't. Hi! I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you're the first trader I've talked to, so you're going to be like, why, you just woke up. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, what's your name? You're Roy. Hi, Roy. What have you got to trade? What do you want from me? You want bread? I can make bread in the future. You want boots, backpacks, red meat, bronze stuff, reinforced wooden shields, recurve bows, and you sell armor and such. Broken shit. Okay. Yeah, unlike Minecraft. So that's sort of like the Minecraft equivalent of a villager. There's lore in this game. It's spooky lore. Something... This is kind of a post-apocalyptic setting. I zoomed through it real quick there, but basically... we are not normal, and the traders recognize us as not normal, and like people like us have just sort of like appeared occasionally. Resin. This is important, actually. I don't know why. It's important, so I'm going to make a little resin marker. I'm not sure why resin's important. I just know that it is. And you can't, like, move it. In case we need... Well, I don't have an axe with me, so... More currants. We're going to be living on so much fruit in this. We have so many currant bushes. Parsnips. They're growing, so we can't harvest them yet. Love berries. I'm gonna bring them back for my berry farm. There's some cattails. I can make the healing item. Okay, this area is unstable. If you notice the gear, that's spinning. That's local stability. If it drains away to nothing, we go crazy and bad things happen. We're not in danger yet, but like we wouldn't want to build our house here because of that. My first offline test world, I built my house in a place that was like this, and I wasn't paying attention, and I didn't like understand the mechanic, and things got really bad. Things will still get really bad. I don't know how long it is till the first temporal storm, but that's going to be really bad. I don't think it's going to be in this session. I think I'm going to be... I'm already feeling a little recovered from my Herdia earlier, and I do want to work on the totally secret project that I have not been telling everyone. Oh, that's a hole in the ground. About, yeah. So, I'm going to do that. I want to find more, like, vegetables in it. Oh! Something's chasing me. Got a good way? What are you? Boar. I'm gonna die. And that's a long run. We have 10 minutes to get there. Sun is setting. I hear noises I don't like. The glowing of my thing died. I didn't realize that I glow when I die. That's nice. That's just a bunny. I'm not going to break anything in case the glow like keeps me safe from monsters, and picking stuff up eliminates the glow. See what healing items? If I had healing items, I could have potentially done a little tanking, but I have no armor. And yeah. Spear. If it was only one boar, I probably could have taken it, but the two boars and stumbling into water, that all worked against me. So no boar meat for me today. Well, maybe. Depending on the circumstances. When we get back there, we might try to grab some boar meat. Whoop, that's not good. Aha, that would have been fall damage. So yes, the glow is protecting me somehow. As long as it lasts. I'm leaving these currents behind because I don't want to risk losing the glow if it's protecting me. Which it seems like it is. Zoom in. Boars. Not boar, bear. Bear, go away. I don't want you. Don't need you. You're not interested. Go away. A ruin. Going straight for all of my things. Lots of fruit over there. That's good. Yeah, they're still coming at me. Okay, they're running. Oh, you're coming back. Come on. Come here. Don't bother me, bear. I see you in the corner, in the distance. Leave it just me and the piggies. I've lost track of the piggies. Let's head back towards home. No piggy. But I have cattails. I have horsetails. I can make poultices. I have some bushes on me. And I, very importantly, have clay. The main reason I'm leaving instead of going that way is I saw the bear. And I don't want to get involved with the bear. So we're going to come back this way. We're going to head into our house. Turnips still growing. Growing, growing, growing. Rye, wild rye. I'm not going to bother marking these because this is the direction I'm going to come frequently, I think. It's just very lush this way. This is my food hunting direction. It means I'm going to see them sooner or later. Okay, we're getting near to our clay area. It's not as productive an outing as I would have liked. Being interrupted by pigs certainly did a number. We also learned that there's a lot of berries in the forests kind of between spawn and that kind of lush area. Should probably have some sandwich, yeah. That's probably a good idea. But I'm not gonna worry about that until I'm back home because there's a storm coming in. And then I'll probably raid into Seika. If Seika's still running. Because I am getting hungry and then I do want to do project work this afternoon. So let's at least get in there and get some clay molded so that we can have that firing next time that we start. In case our torches went out, I have my spear ready. If anyone has come in. No one's come in. Alrighty. So. Not an accident, but nearly so. Time to form some clay. I would like a... Let's start with a cooking pot. So... It wants us to remove this. I see. Okay. We're going to need to put the clay back that we've taken off. This is the one that is going to be very finicky and slow compared to napping. I want to not be standing on it. Nope. Go away. Good. That is so nerve-wracking because, again, until I have metal working, there's no way I can handle lightning. I just have to pray it doesn't hit me. Okay. And there. Lightning in this game is so much scarier than lightning IRL. How many layers is this cooking pot gonna be? Okay. Okay, we're almost done. I need to put those bushes away. Oh, there's cooking pot. And then I'll need bowls. We can do some bigger areas, which is convenient. I don't know if this is using more clay, but it's more convenient, so that's what matters. TBH. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. Just dab out the whole layer and pinch out the middle. Sort of like we were actually making bowls and blobbing it out and then pinching out the middle. Yay. I need one of these per my hand. No. Okay. I can carry 4 of them. Wonderful. So what all am I going to need for clay firing? We will then fire it in a pit kiln. So we put clay in a 1x1, put dry grass, sticks, and firewood over top, and then ignite, and it will ignite nearby. So we need grass, we need sticks, Probably going to use all of our sticks here, so we'll get them all. And then we're going to need firewood. Okay. There we go. What am I going to get rid of? All right. I have these bushes still. Go put all these bushes away. The lightning is scary. Okay, the pit kiln's up this way. Because they just need to be 1x1 holes. We only need 2 of them for now. Okay. Get out of my way, please. And put you there. And then the kiln. Grass, sticks, firewood. So, grass, sticks, firewood. Grass, sticks, firewood. And then we light them. And I'm concerned they're going to get put out, so I'm going to grab some blocks here that are going to guard them from the rain. I don't know if I need them, but I am concerned. So I'm going to do that. And I'm seeing lighting go out, so I am guessing that that is in fact what's happening. The rain is unigniting my pit kilns. Okay. There we go. We have pit kilns. Lit and cooking. You tell me how long it'll be until they're ready? No. But when those are ready, we can start making soups out of things. That's good. Let's make some poultices, because that's what I got these for. Have healing poultices now. Excellent. I'll stack those. Actually, wait. Don't stack those. I have enough to do what I want. That is all of my baskets prepped. Excellent. You should. Need one more to. Need some more of them. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. Like, why am I taking damage? I'm hungry. Who's hurting me? That's the... Lots of the games in this... sounds in this game are not pleasant. Do not rapidly open and close basket. That is a bad noise. Okay. Let's get that healing poultice in. Put that put the extra hay down. Don't need my shovel, so that on. Put that down. Um, cannot put you there, so I'm gonna put you there. Get you all out because I can put you on the ground. So you are fresh for 2 days, 6 days in the basket. I should eat you before 6 days. Clay, it can go in the basket. Cattails can go on the floor. Poultices should probably go in the basket. What can I... Let's keep the flint on me. Basket is full. Okay. Two shovels. There's a hoe. Axe. More cattails. Not enough to make a thing. I wish I could just put a pile of flint on the ground, right? Like, I want this flint, but I don't want to, like, have all of it all the time. So I wish I could just, without napping, just drop them on the ground. If I have anything in here I can just put on the ground. I might be able to put just, clay is going to have the same problem. You just need fertile ground, so I might be able. Oh, it's daytime outside. I was panicking for nothing. Yeah, I can just plant these. Okay. And then 6, 7, 8. There we go. Another hay bale. The other hay bale that's inside I can bring outside. No sense having too many hay bales inside. You'll keep anything from coming in. Okay. So we're waiting on pit kiln territory. I kind of don't like you being there, so I'm gonna have shovels inside. I have multiple shovels. I'm gonna just fill it in. Okay. So now we're just waiting. I could go running around exploring for food, but I have a couple days of things in there. So I'm gonna zoom out and actually say goodbye because I want to go eat and do other things. So thank you everyone for coming as we say goodbye next to the pit kilns. And I try to figure out how I get to my internet from here without just closing the game because I wanted to be all dramatic. Well, I'm going to go watch Seika. Seika is Seikairi, Seikairi. I can't get my internet open while I'm full screened for some reason, so I can't raid you. Wait, nope, I can do that from my phone. Haha. Get raided. Get in here. If I had a brain, I'd be dangerous. Come on. Get in here. It's not letting me finish the raid. I'm just going to be sitting here until the raid happens. I'll see you there.